Let's talk about free will and like predetermined stuff. So these are not contradictory things. And if you've ever played sports or any kind of board game, you can kind of understand how this works. You can have a predetermined set of rules, positions, pieces, things like that, and then they operate on a free will inside of that. So let's narrow down on chess for a second, because you can have chess geniuses that literally know the possibility of every move, and that's how they're able to do that predictive thing. So this, I'm going to give you that in a further thought for a second. So the free will choice there is you can move whatever piece you want within the rules of the game, when you want, how you want, as the person, as the other person goes, then you go back and forth. This is kind of how life is. You have all of these choices that you are choosing from, but there is a lot of predetermined things like environment and all of these factors. Now you can choose to move and change your like environmental factors as far as like climate and things like that. So you do have a lot of free will choice within this operating system, but it's still like a game of chess. Now think of the idea of a creator knowing the end game, even though we all have free will, is the same as like a chess genius knowing all of the possible outcomes of the game, and as the game is going, knowing exactly how to counter and play it to make sure that they still win no matter what. So the end is fixed, right? But the way that you play in between is not. And the same thing with human life. Your free will choice has a huge control on your next predetermined factors. So if you choose to move from, say, Alaska to Florida, you're choosing to change your climate factors from a cold one to a tropical one. And that changes the predetermined settings that you're going to have to deal with from that part on. Now you're going to have to deal with mosquitoes and other things rather than the cold. You see how this plays out? How you don't have control of everything just because you have free will, but you do have control of how you're going to interact with the predetermined things because of your choices. And now take this one step further. You act upon your beliefs. So if you think that you're going to get hit by a car crossing that road, you're not going to cross that road. You'll find another path or go to a crosswalk. Or if you don't think that you're going to get that job, you're not likely to apply for it, right? So this is how your belief directly sets your free will choice, because you're not going to choose something that you don't believe is going to have an outcome that's satisfactory for you. So if you don't